are your top 3 dream guests on the show? Choose 3 delusional ones and 3 comedians.
Oh, 3 comedians. Gross.
I would love to have Theo Vaughn on.
Interesting.
Just because I'd be curious to see you guys reconnect.
That is the weirdest thing to say.
Why?
You can't stop thinking about me and Bobby, and you have this like boner for me and Theo.
I just think it's cute the way he feels about you.
He's not going to feel the same way about me now that I'm a mama.
You have
with
no
a crooked
idea.
face.
You have no idea what that does for people. I feel like I'd also would like to see Tony on the podcast someday because I'd like to. I know.
I'll stand back for that one. I'm going to have you two,
I do think it would be funny because it would just be interesting.
It's so funny how, do you ever come across like even people you don't know, people you haven't necessarily like interacted with, but you're like, I'm so sure that on like a visceral level, our codes aren't going to match.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel about Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it's not even because of his politics, his comedy. It has everything to do with, it's just something in my body like lights up in a way that's like, I don't think we're gonna get along.
I have that with so many people too. Actually, I totally relate to that.
But it could be false. Like it could be some like preconceived, like whatever it is in my head, and it's probably not true. I'm sure like he's a nice guy. I just have the like a no thank you.
I just feel that honestly, like the only time in Tony's life where he knew discipline is like when he was with me, and I feel like he needs it. Like, I feel like he needs the discipline from me.
I'll sit with the crew over there and just let you guys at it, I'll prepare all the questions while I'll co-produce with the girls.
And I think, one thing about me is like, I'm such a nostalgia addict that it's like when I was so close to someone at such a special time, like that's a real connection for me, like anyone from high school, anyone from those early open mic years, like I just feel a strong connection there. But if you were to like compare any of my exes to Dave, it's like literally comparing Dave to a paperclip.
Yeah.
Like, and I mean that with no disrespect. It's just the way that he is as a human and the way we connect versus everyone else. It's like everyone else is paperclips.
Yeah. Useful for paper, but not for you.
Nothing against them, but just in that romantic way, it's like,
yeah, you're an inanimate object that is neither good nor bad, but just an inanimate object.
Yes, and the memories are there, and like, let's get into them. It's so fun, period.
When they're exes, like I've never been one to like fantasize or miss an ex in that way. To like, oh, I wonder what it would be like to like kiss him again, and that's because all of my relationships, I've let them play out a little too long. I've let the record play past the end, where it's just like, now it's like just friction, and it's just,
Well, for me though, after the breakup, those like first 6 months, I'm like, I am dying and would do anything for them back. But then once it's done, it's like, it's done. But I definitely suffer for a while.
Yeah.
I'm a sufferer. Post-breakup, very dramatic. What about you? Anyone come to mind though for you?
I'd love to have Theo on. I miss him. I really like Theo a lot. Just for the sake of like those mattered.
Yeah, but like that does not matter to me at all. No one will care 2 hours later.
But I think that's a great realization, is that like it is the WWE and the internet is not real life. It's hard to admit that something did hurt you up front.
Yeah.
Like you want to be this impenetrable force of being like, I just exist and everyone can have their chatter about me and it's none of my business. I wish I was that person.
Yeah.
I am just not. I think it's vulnerable to admit that, because people are like, oh, well, then the comments do hurt her, then I must keep going.
But it's like, no, I'm not getting into the mud with crazy people.
Do
as much as all my instincts want me to,
every day for the last 4 years of my life, the thought of doing a sit down tell all.
Oh, I know.
But I cannot. And I cannot because, and I will not,
as entertaining as it would be, it's like a step in the wrong direction.
It is a step in the
and
wrong
it's like,
direction.
let those other people do it.
And I've talked to my therapist about this because I'm like, I'm about to go scorched earth. And she's just like, for what? You're gonna, like, will it make you sleep better at night? And I told her no, because I think that it would ruin relationships, and I think that people would be very, very hurt about this. Even if it's people I don't like or I don't have relationships with anymore, it would still hurt them. And she's like, would that make you feel better? And I told her no, it wouldn't.
Yeah.
I would probably feel relief that some closer version to the truth is out there, but would I feel remorse for hurting someone? 100%.
And you know what? I think it's sort of like if I was like emotionally immature and in my 20s, like I would be so in the mud.
Yeah.
I would be ready and rocking and rolling. But it's like, to me, I look at this as like growth of like, no, I'm good.
I think,
like,
and I think
I want to move forward in life.
To this specific podcast, what another thing I learned about myself is, and I'm very proud of myself for this, is I don't fuck around anymore with people. I used to have this like threshold for like, you can be a repeat offender in my life and I'll still somehow forgive you. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
If you cross the line with me, I'm okay with cutting you off and literally forgetting you even exist.
Khalyla and Esther decided to do a fan Q&A on their podcast, Trash Tuesday. They never got into any actual good questions, of course. They never even mentioned Annie Lederman on the anniversary or answered a question about her, and that would have been the number one question. So they avoided all that. But Khalyla got into the whole Theo thing and missing Theo. And obviously, behind the scenes, there was a huge fallout from the whole Brendan Schaub thing. Theo didn't want to get involved, but of course, behind the scenes, he was ultimately with the Schaub camp at the time. And then Theo just, became Theo Vaughn. And then Khalyla had a baby and got half a Hulk face and all that stuff. But when she went off at the end there about she wishes she can tell all, but she's not going to, that's the most annoying thing ever. She'll babble about, stuff with her brother or her dog. But the actual entertaining stuff, she's not going to give up. What is that about? Like, just say the behind the scenes stuff of everything, not just the Schaub thing, with the Bobby Lee thing, the Annie Lederman thing. We only got Annie Lederman's side of the story, and even that was cryptic. Her side was basically that Khalyla was trying to take over, but not in like some mean, malicious way, just like creatively, and that Annie started noticing that when the podcasts were coming out, a lot of her jokes were getting cut. Also, not a thing of like she said something offensive, but just a lot of jokes were getting cut on, and Annie thought it was because she's the comedian, she's killing so much that maybe Khalyla doesn't want to seem like she's not as funny or contributing nothing. So maybe just cutting back on some of Annie's jokes, just stuff like that. So Annie left because of that, but no mention of her. But like stuff like that, talk about at least. But no, she's gonna sit there with half a Hulk face and cry because the internet doesn't like her or something. That's mainly her complaint. Nobody likes me, but you're not likable. And like I said, another person who could do stuff but refuses to. But will tell us stupid crap we don't care about. But let me know your thoughts in the comments.